Welcome one more day to this beautiful space for reflection and spiritual development. In some comments of our previous videos, we have noticed that some people have difficulties forming a tribe with those who are in the same spiritual attunement with them. And this is something completely normal during the process of awakening and spiritual development. It is very common for us to have difficulties finding other people who live in the same frequency as us. As we know, this is a really solitary process and it requires a lot of introspection with our own selves. Sometimes we are not able to detect people who are in the same frequency as us because they go unnoticed before our eyes, as we do not know how to recognize them. Therefore, in this video we are going to talk about the characteristics that could indicate that a person is working spiritually or is already spiritually engaged. We will teach you how to detect these people in your day-to-day life and the reasons why they can sometimes go unnoticed. We upload videos weekly. Remember to subscribe to stay accompanied in your spiritual awakening. First of all, we must understand very well what it means to be spiritually engaged. Well, spirituality refers to that search for a deeper meaning and purpose in life. Someone who is spiritually engaged has dedicated time and effort to explore their connection with the world, whether through practices such as meditation, the study of spiritual teachings, the practice of compassion and empathy, among other things. This work can help the person find greater inner peace and develop greater awareness and connect with something greater than themselves. But how can we spot these kind of people in our day-to-day lives? Here are some signs to look out for. The first is inner peace. Spiritually engaged people often radiate a sense of calm and serenity. They can appear more balanced and centered even in stressful or chaotic situations, and their presence can have a calming effect on others. They are also people with great empathy and compassion. People who have been worked on spiritually tend to have a greater capacity to put themselves in someone else's shoes and to show compassion and empathy. They may be more generous with their time and energy and more willing to help others. Another sign is wisdom. People who have worked spiritually have often acquired a broader perspective on life through their spiritual practices and personal experience. Such people can offer valuable advice and insights and can be a role model for those seeking greater understanding. People who are worked on spiritually also have a greater awareness, are often more present in the moment and are much more conscious of their thoughts and their own emotions. On average, they are usually a lot more reflective and aware of how their actions and words can affect others. Lastly, people who are spiritually engaged often seem to have an inner joy that is reflected in their attitude and way of life. They may be more grateful for the small and simple things in life and may have a more positive outlook in general. However, sometimes these people can go unnoticed, and this may be because our society values the outward appearance of material wealth and success more than spirituality and inner growth. We might simply not be used to recognizing these signals in others, or we might just be unable to fully appreciate them. In some cases, we may even feel threatened or uncomfortable around people who appear to be more spiritually evolved than we are. It is important to remember that spiritual work is not a competition and that each person has their own path and pace. Instead of being intimidated by people who seem to be further along the path, We can choose to learn from them and allow their presence to inspire us to improve and grow in our own spiritual practices and in our own life path. Detecting people who are working spiritually is an enriching and uplifting experience, and by opening ourselves to the possibility of learning from these people, we can enrich our own lives and find a greater sense of meaning and purpose. Feel free to chat and share experiences in this beautiful space in which you can meet people that vibe in the same frequency as you. Let's connect and create a beautiful community in which you can express yourself and speak your soul out. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful, and we wish you as always a really happy journey.